Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Nikki, Tommy J, Jake, Going Grace team. Doing Logan, Jamie. Paradise, what's up, Kitty, Summit, and Al. Um, is Jake still here? Jake, are you still awake? Because I'll show this real quick and then we'll move on. But if Jake's here, I don't know if he's. Yeah, he should be. That was only a couple of minutes ago. Couldn't have passed out by now. So anyway, I think I'm going to start doing live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. At the same time, 8:30, maybe 8 o'clock. My wife's times have changed now. She got a a new big boss, and he starts earlier, so she'll be working instead of 8:30 to 4:30. She'll be working 8 to 4. So we'll have to. So 8 o'clock maybe instead. We'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, what I was going to show, Jake was here. Ooh, let's see if I can get this. So anyway, I got a visitor in my room here. Let's see how much can I get of this? So there's Cookie and her puppies. There's a couple over here in front of her head where my finger's not cooperating. There. Anyway, there's 7 of them. They're all healthy. We moved them in here the other day because we've gotten we're getting tipping this 37, 38, 40, shit. It's gonna cool down. It's supposed to rain actually the next couple of days and get down to 30 as a high. But then with the rain, and I don't know. We got to figure out how to keep them because there's Jake. Hopefully you saw the puppies. Anyway, the Heidi, Brownie hasn't had her puppies yet. So, and I guess my wife's getting a bunch of interest on people wanting to buy them, and a couple of them want chocolates. And of course, as you saw, they're all 7 of these are black. But anyway, so I don't know. I mean, she chewed up a little box. Last night was the first night she stayed in here. What we've been doing is when I get up, 4:30, I'm usually out here, do my coffee thing and then whatever. And then when my wife goes to work, as soon as it starts getting a little warm, maybe 9-ish, 10 o'clock or something, my mother-in-law brings them over here. And then I'll spend most of the day with them out here, back and forth to the house. But then at night, she'd been putting them back out there. Last night, she decided not to. So let's see if we can get a close up. What's this one doing? There's 2 back here. I'm gonna steal one of your puppies, baby. And this is what are you? I think you're a little girl. Anyway, they're cute and they're healthy. So, and hungry. She's hungry. So anyway, put her back with Mama's looking at me. Let her crawl in there. Get a teat. Yeah, they are cute. So the door stays open, which I don't dig, but I guess if there's any critters or anything and she's in here, she ain't going to let no snakes or rats or anything in here. So I guess it'd be the same. But she likes to chew shit. She chews Coke bottles, and so I got to make sure that there's no bottles in the trash and, take most of the stuff. I've got pretty much the kayak's pretty much done. This one, I can't give them. This one crate here has the rest of the kayak stuff in it. So most of the stuff's done. So I think I'm going to actually disassemble it today. I'm going to take the battery box out, the fishing box out, take the canopy off. I finished the box with the controls and everything in it as far as giving me the readout. I think I showed it to you. It's on the kayak now. Maybe I'll do another quick little video of everything that I finished now, because I took a lot of the bungee cords out and put, I still got some more of these to figure out, and put these cam lock slide through belts on instead. Um, so especially on the canopy, I do have two that are kind of cross to hold it steady, and it seems pretty good. So like I said, 99% done. Anchoring system's on, although I do need a. In fact, I'm glad I remembered that. I should write it down. I do need to get a cutting board, nice thick plastic cutting board so that I can cut it in half and mount it on the side where I've got those two cranks for the anchor system. Hey James, how you doing? Um, and mount those down because I mean it's okay to test it like it is now, but the it isn't going to last forever the way that it's mounted on there. Just not sturdy enough. But I've got a fan even that's sitting up there that is USB'd to the 100 amp hour lithium ion phosphate battery. That box that comes up, it comes back around and comes up to the powers the fish finder, which I don't consider it a fish finder. It's a depth gauge. It's just a cheap deal. That's all I wanted it for. I didn't really care about the fish finding attributes of whatever I got. I just needed something to tell me how deep am I going to hit. Do I need to pull the motor up? What do I need to do? I think it's gonna be okay. I don't think I think I've got way more battery. I'm charging this little 12 amp hour battery that I originally bought. It was cheap. It was under $30. It's like $20, $22 or something. And I was going to put that up front and let it take care of the fish finder and stuff. But since I have that little box now that's got across the top, it's got a readout of what the voltage is. It's got a cigarette lighter plug. It's got and then it's got a on-off switch, and it's got a round looking cigarette lighter deal, but it's two USBs. And then in the middle is that readout that tells me what the panel's putting out and how long the battery will last and all that crap. And then now in front, there's another cigarette lighter that comes over and under to the fish finder. I call it fish finder, depth finder. And then next to it now is another readout that tells me it's 13 volts or whatever it is. And the only reason that is I want to put the two USBs, which I might change out on order another one, just to have two extra USBs there, which I don't think I need, but I definitely don't need another. Already got two on there that tell me what the voltage of the battery is. So, but it broke, and from China. So I'm going to order another one from China, and hopefully it's a little bit better quality, and put that in, and I'll have four. And I think I might get a USB-C one. I got to look and see. Hi, Nikki. How you doing? Hope you're well. This is online, dude. Just woke up for. He had to go. I saw the one. Yeah, that one you had. Definitely named that video correctly. He does. He does like to pee, as do most male dogs, I think, when they get out like that. But so anyway, so I've got a couple of these. I need one more of these to go over my battery box. I do have it going this way, just an extra precaution. I've got two small ones that are holding the wheel on the back, and that's it. I ended up putting these stainless steel whatever they are, hooks. I got them for something else, but I put them up on the back and the front of the canopy, and to have a place to connect the straps going on there. It worked out good. I just drilled into the half-inch. Actually, it's the thicker material, so that the actual T that has the down piece going, and put it on there, and that seemed to work good. So I can't get to the other side of the kayak because it's up against my koi pond filtration. So I'm going to have to do that when I move it. But I think I'm going to disassemble everything. The legs will come off. I did buy in case anybody's really interested. I bought these, which I think will work good, but I've got to get the exact hole size. I have a different type too, but they're stainless with the little ball bearing, so it's got to be the exact size. And I've got it cranked down so tight into the back rod holders it isn't going to go anywhere, but just in case to have a pin in there. And I've got other ones that are similar to this. A little bit longer, but they take a little Carter key type push deal on hole through this side, which they're zinc coated or whatever. So I'm sure they'll be fine. But sorry, these are, God dang it, these are stainless. These are stainless steel. So anyway, so that that means that hopefully, if I can get somebody to go with me, hey brother Ron, how you doing? I can I might take it out next week. So all I've got, the kids are going to come, so maybe I make them go with me for the day. I could do that too. They're going to be coming on this weekend, and then they're going to be here all the way till after Sokran for the family vacation. They'll be here for almost 2 months, I guess. But yeah, I could do that. They're more than capable of dialing the phone. Dave's drowning. Help! So they could figure that out. They're good kids. I didn't think about that. So now, see, it's always something that comes good with doing a live stream. But like I said, I'm gonna try to do them Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8:30 or 8 o'clock Thai time, because my wife changed. If you weren't here just a little while ago, she's got a new big boss. So instead of working 8:30 to 4, he comes in early. He's an early riser, I guess, and or earlier, and she'll work 8 to 4. So she'll leave here at 7:20 or 7:35, whatever. She'll leave. So probably 8 o'clock, which will help some of the people in the U.S. That want to watch and hear me ramble about kayak crap. But I am kind of excited about it. I'll tell you, the biggest thing is it going to hold my fat ass is on top of the list. But how that 18-pound motor is going to push it along. It is a small kayak. It is pretty much light compared to other kayaks. So, like I said, a light breeze is the most that I'm going to go out in, unless I get stuck. And if I get stuck, I'm just going to, ram it into shore and wait to whatever, go to sleep. But I'm not going to go out if the wind's blowing or if it's the ocean and it's, going to be crazy that day or whatever. I just not going to go out. So I think it will be okay. We'll find out. And hey, Bobby, how you doing? But the think you're gonna go back. You're gonna go back to sleep, but he'll wake you up in about an hour or two anyway. Again, but thanks, Nikki. Thanks for all the support. Nikki's awesome. You guys all are awesome. I'm a lucky guy. But I think it's gonna push it along okay, and I will do a pretty good. I'm hoping and to do a pretty good video, and then because I could have if I take Sim can work the mirrorless and have it on a tripod and be able to zoom in and out and kind of get me cruising. Plus, I got to get an arm or something for it. That's the one thing that I didn't put on there is a place for the camera, the GoPro, but that should be fairly easy to do. I am kind of excited about it, man. I know Chuck Chuck stopped by, and you guys watched No Time to Be Sad's video. Always good to see them. Had a great time. Spent 3 hours, I think, just yapping. But he was interested in this because he's a big fisherman. He's a bass guy. But, he's saying that he's trying to, the golfing thing is, it's about his life and why he has to put up with, people that are idiots. I don't understand. But it's so easy. I mean, just don't watch. It's not a hard thing to do. I don't seem to have a problem. I'm going negative on subscribers. So, but I know it's people aren't interested in kayak stuff, but you hang tough because we got a little community here that is pretty cool. I'm happy to say I'm part of. Actually, it's a good bunch of people, and there's like a couple hundred people out of the 2,800 or whatever that watch the videos, but the diehards rewatch the live streams, or if they didn't catch them or whatever. A lot of people, I don't think they do that. Some of them do. I know Craig's been doing good with his. I just watched his part 3 of his Social Security thing. He just got on. What's the one that came? It's on the screen right now with 2 minutes left. 29-minute video. He got his supposedly on the phone this morning. Got his deal lifted. And in case people out there don't know, if you come to Thailand and you don't have a cousin or a house that you stay in when you go to the States per se, where you get your mail and all that stuff, and you tell them I'm living in Thailand and I'm talking about Social Security, once a year they send you a piece of paper that you have to fill out and say, "Hi, I am alive. I'm still breathing," and swear on. Oh, what happened? Sorry. Swear that you're still breathing, and then send it back to them. Otherwise, like what happened in Craig's case, was they'll stop your checks. So if they mail them to you, or if they direct deposit or whatever it is, he hasn't gotten a check, I think, in a couple of months. And some people that's not a big deal to. Some people that are living here they don't have any cushion or anything. Then it's a problem. In Craig's case, he has other incomes, although he did screw up his visa too. And I don't know if I wrote him or not, but if you've got, his is a 400,000, which I'm going to. This next one that I get next February will be a marriage visa. And then whether you got 800 or you got 400 in the bank, I keep an extra 20,000 baht in there. And what he did, in case you don't follow, which you should, follow Craig's site, Uncle Craig Bonnok. He bought something and 2,000 baht came out of there, and which dropped it down below 400. And when he's getting ready to go get his visa renewed, they said, no, now you got to wait 2 months. So you got to get a 90-day, tourist visa or something, and then he'll be able to get it. So I always do it, and I always buy the multiple entry too. Now last year I paid 30. Is it 3,800 or 3,900? Anyway, I paid that almost 4,000 baht and didn't use it. And I bought it again this year. But I'm planning on going to at least Laos, Cambodia, the Philippines. Thinking about doing what also, I don't know how, and if you guys got a question, put question, because I know you guys will talk to each other in the chat. And if I don't see it out of the corner of my eye. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to talk about. Question: if you're a foreigner and have a child in Thailand, can you apply for? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I know that you're talking about if you are a foreigner and have a child in Thailand, can you apply for citizenship? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I know that if the children that you have can have dual citizenship, I don't know. Good question. I forgot what I was going to say on the other part, but if that's wrong, there it is. That's me. But always keep a little bit extra in those accounts. I try not to touch mine too. But if you pull I don't know how Craig did it, but I sometimes I find in my wallet I pull the wrong card, to do it, and once you do it, it's too late. He tried to undo it he realized he did it, and 2 hours later, he put the money and transferred it back in, but that's still not good enough. So the other one was the leaving and the multiple entry. For that 30, 60, 90, $100, $120, it's peace of mind to me. Did I forget and just left? There's cases that I've heard and seen where, like I told you guys before, a bunch of drunk guys went to Japan to go snow skiing and didn't realize, that they had to, have a multiple, or they didn't have the deal, and it's not a big giant deal. You just got to get another one. So the one that you just got is no good. So I would definitely keep a few extra bought in there if you've got it. Like I said, if you're what I would consider living on your Social Security is living paycheck to paycheck, which a lot of people, do and have done in the United States forever, and probably will for a long time. But, all they've got to do, like I said, it isn't their fault if the thing got lost in the mail, the little declaration that your heart's still pumping and you're breathing, they don't care. They give you, I think he explained it again in this video, they give you 2 chances. One they send out in like June, and then in October or something. And if you don't get it come January or whatever, boom, they just put a hold on your deal. And then he spent, I guess, numerous calls trying to get a hold of them in the Philippines. And he did, and luckily he did, because I guess they've got a new thing, and you should go watch his video. I'm explaining Craig's video. But they can do it over the phone. Verify you swear, blah, 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 and all that, and they can take the hold off of your account. Hey, Mark, what's up, brother? How are you? Hope you're well. Andy, how are you? Andy must be doing good, because I know I saw he's scheduling vacation, so I'm gathering his everything's going well. Is that true, Andy? And what I was going to say too about the I don't know. I should ask Craig, actually. I guess you got to jump through a bunch of more hoops for the wedding or the marriage one. I have a pretty good rapport with the people. We've been dealing with the same people for 4 years now. So they know that it just isn't like a marriage flash in a pan. But I guess you still got to get a picture, with your arm around your wife, with your house behind you or something. Like Craig will probably know. So we're going to have to put some extra paperwork together and do it. But, I left the 800 in there continuously. And now there might be other things that I want to do and that kind of stuff. So it seems kind of stupid to leave it just sitting there all year. Because I guess according to Craig, and I'll have, again, with anything that you hear, in case somebody's new to the channel, you got to verify everything you hear on YouTube. Just verify it with the Thai government. Things change from district, from anywhere from Buriram to here. It's 50 minutes away. And you might go to Buriram to do something that's totally different than what you did in Surin. So just make sure, that you're doing it. But according to him, you got to have the 800 in there 3 months before you go to get your visa, or the 400 2 months before. So I'll have to know that. I'm going to have to verify that. I don't go until February. So I'll want to do it probably December, whatever they say. I'll get it in there, and it's going to stay in there, so I can do it anytime. I'm not gonna jack around with pulling it in and out for any reason. Yep, off to China in April. You're the man. Got the door open, and in case anybody was wondering, we'll do another quick look at my new renters with the puppies. What am I doing here? There. Oh, she's on the corner of the desk. Now you guys can kind of see it. There we go. They're all going. They're hungry little buggers. But yeah, just I don't know. Always make sure. So yeah, and I guess I get one to Gino, which is a gentleman and his wife that I met at Joe and Gift's wedding, and I guess I had talked to them prior. They had come. His wife's Thai. He's a Marine, and he they came back here to live now. They've had children and got all that. They've been together for a long time. But I promised her one of the puppies, so she's got a dibs on a female. So they're going to come soon. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Hey, who's retired? Don't give a. What are you? Are you here? Or are you on um, are you on a quest somewhere or riding your bike in somewhere? Anyway, hi, Dave. As Jake said, when you have seen one immigration officer, yeah, exactly. And it's and it could even be the same one, which happened to me one time. That particular person that told me what they wanted to bring back in the next day wasn't there that day, and I went to another officer. Oh no, I don't want that. I want this. And so, like I said, sometimes they have bad days, but especially on doing visa. I mean, we're retired, right? We're getting to live in Thailand for 1,900 baht for under $60 a year. And, I mean, does it really matter that it took you 2 days to get a visa instead of, one? I know I get aggravated easy. And if I can handle my aggravation, everybody should be able to do it because the people, like I said, they're the analogy and the stuff that I've used before is, even when they ask for it, oh, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, no, just go out the door, make a left, see Bob. He'll help you with this. And you don't even need to wait in the line when you come back. You just come right up. They're good people. Now, have I seen Frangs, especially the one French guy that I saw in the old one where we go now again, the one that's an hour away, just screaming, and his Thai wife was just sitting there shaking her head, speaking French, and I'm just smiling, and they're smiling at him, and I know in their mind they're just going, "We're never going to help you. You can die first before we even talk to you again." And they're smiling. And, all you got to do is remember, just be respectful. I take off my hat. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, and it works. All you got to do is just, some things are different. And like I said, if you were living in Pattaya and you moved to Bangkok or whatever, it could be different on what they want for your visa and what they want for anything. It could all change. So you have to just kind of, the best thing whenever you're going to go somewhere is just go to the immigration. I mean, even though the new one doesn't do visas anymore per se, hopefully they will in the future. You can still go over there and go into the immigration office, and there's somebody in there that will answer your questions or talk to. A lot of the places I know have printed up sheets that they keep in there. Here's what you need if you want to get a driver's license. Here's what you need if you want to get this. Here's what you need. And most of the stuff that gets supplied by the immigration is the paper that says this is where you live. And those are supposed to be free from what my understanding is. And I think I've got them free once. And most of the time I've paid a couple of hundred baht for them. Which, do I care? No, not really. Am I going to go crazy over $6? Why? I have high blood pressure as it is. So anyway, just try to stay relaxed when you're in Thailand. And I'm not really the best person to do that because my wife says I need to be sabai. Okay, did I miss any questions? Did anybody need anything? I use the income stream. I don't keep money in Thai retire. I've been you go the monthly thing. You know what it was, Mark? That what did me. I went one time when I procrastinated, of course. The person that was in this one, they were still doing visas, the one that I could throw a rock and hit over here. I went over there and they said the guy that actually signed, I needed to do it that day. The guy that signs it isn't there. The only one that's around, he's in Bangkok, is over at the other one. So I went over there, no one in there, one other person, maybe two. and I was there for 4.5 hours, almost 5 hours. And there was 3 gals behind the counter that were just exceptional. They were great. In fact, I bought a pizza for them the last time I went. I gave them money for pizza the time that they did this for me. But the gal said, "Do you have any money?" And I looked kind of weird. I'm going, "All right, she wants a bribe. What does she want?" I said, "Yeah, I did." She goes, "Well, if you have the 800 and you don't care, put it in a bank. We spent the last 5 hours." It was during the time that I did the out of pocket bill in Ubon, so there was, you know, uh, 2 million that came in plus what I took, you know. So it, I said, "But you had to. Isn't once you got to 800, you no, everything that goes in and out of that account we have to highlight and blah blah blah." She said, "That's what we spent 3.5 hours on. You would have been out of here 3.5 hours ago if you had that account." I went out and got the account after that. But that was the only reason. A little bit, I guess, when I was here, was worried about, is the money safe? Is it this or is that? I've kind of gotten past that. It doesn't. Now I question, is the United States a good place to have any of my money? So we'll see. Let's see. What is Ron saying? In reference to the bank accounts, there's stories of spouse not being able to claim the money after the husband passes. I had a will made legally. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. I haven't had it done yet, Ron. Here's my stupid advice. Now, my wife has my can get into my iPhone. She can go boom, 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 open the app, boom, 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 press the button and transfer the money out of any account that I have to her account. Now, I one thing I have to find out again. I wish Craig was here, but in the marriage visa, can that account be a joint account, or does it have to be? I imagine maybe it has to be still in your name. The 800 has to be only in your name, in case anybody's wondering. Your name and your name only. Can't be in your name, your wife's, your sister-in-law, and just your name. So it might be the same way there. All the other accounts are my wife's, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. We'll have to see. Hey, Nanette, how you doing? What is this? What is Paul saying? My wife knows my. Yeah, exactly, Paul. It's exactly what I did. Touch what I've never had. Immigration audit my bank account. I have a trusting face. You have a face only a mother could love. But I don't know. Are they supposed to? I don't know. I went in February, and I didn't have any problem. They didn't want to audit, see, or do anything with my bank account. All they did was I got the 1 year statement, from the bank, had it ordered, and went in the bank that day, made a transaction, went over, and I was done in an hour, maybe. And I still had to go. Still had to drive an hour, but we just make a day of it. My wife usually goes. I have done it by myself once, but it's easier, if you have a Thai speaking participant there, whether it be a significant other, a wife, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. It makes life a lot easier. But like I said, it's even going out there. I mean, if it takes a couple of days, I mean, are we really that tight and that we can't, if I was like that, I might as well be dead. If it takes 2 or 3 days to get my 365-day, $58, I can stay in Thailand for a year visa. What's the big deal, right? Hey, Maui, how you doing? Let's see. What did I? Ranjan, I told Sampit if I die, grab my phone and try. Yeah, exactly. And my wife knows how to do it too. And what I did was I went in and raised all my limits. I guess there was limits on there that on how much you could transfer without having to smile in the phone and verify. and you can raise that amount, or I could at Bangkok Bank to make it. I told my wife if it has to be under 100,000, you're just gonna have to go in there and transfer 100,000 at a time, for whatever. So whatever the case is, get it out of there. Even though we'll have a will in place, and I did check, which I was kind of concerned about because the one retirement account from the Operating Engineers Union was the one that I put in her name, so she'll get a chunk of money after I croak. They changed the website, and I couldn't get back on it, and then I'd forget about it for a while, and they always had my wife that is no longer breathing still in there, on there under beneficiary, and I had to reopen another account and on another site, and still for that Operating Engineers Union, but they closed that one down. I don't know. Anyway, I did it and popped it up, and there was her name, in there. So I give her. She has that information on there too, because I didn't want, regardless of how old I am and what I look like, she's probably still going to be devastated when I croak. So I don't want her to have to go through any kind of jump through any hoops for anybody, to get money. Yeah, and it makes me sleep better at night because I know that she's good forever, until she dies, and then after that the kids are set and the family's set with all the stuff that we've accumulated and stuff. So I can sleep good. She wants me to hang around for a long time, and like I said, I don't really want to hang if I'm the biggest one is Alzheimer's that scares the crap out of me. So let's see. On my annual renewal, they always want to see my bank book and verify. Yeah, always, always, and it has to be dated that day, and it has to have a transaction out of it. But I go in. I have to go in. I go in a week ahead of the time, and order my 1 year statement. Supposedly, they can only give you 6 months out of the bank. Some people say, "Oh, they'll take that at immigration." Not my. I haven't experienced that. Okay, they want a year, so it costs like 200 baht. I pay 200 baht for the deal. I actually got it back in 3 days this time. It came back quick, and as it turned out, we're selling, as you guys know, we're selling her mom and dad's place, and then we're going to use that money to pay for the land over here, which was 850. Well, what I wanted to do, instead of transferring more money from the U.S. and all that, we went down. You can go 45 days early and get your visa, which I'm going, okay, but isn't that going to be shit? Because then now my dates are going to change and I'm going to lose out on 45 days and all this. And I go, who cares? So I did it. As it turns out, they still stamped my book for the middle of February. And I did it, way before that. And we took that 800 and paid for the land. Now when the house sells, I'll reimburse myself pretty much. That's my mad money into an account there, and then I'll have 400 in another one, and I've got more money in other ones. But the only one that she's going to have to worry about now is the 400, if that has to be in my name and my name only, which I'm gathering it does, for the visa, for the marriage visa. That's the only one that she's going to have to worry about. So that'll be cool. I had my first 90-day check-in in 3 years. When I get back from Bangkok, time has flown by. Yeah, you already had one or no? After the first one, I mean, go online, do it online one time. What I did was print out all the information that I put on there because it's stupid. It's like it takes 5 minutes to complete what they want. Your address, phone number, blah blah blah, and your passport number, that kind of stuff, and it boom, and if they're a busy one that you're sending it to, it might take 2 or 3 days to get a an email back with the deal you can print out to put in your passport. I've gotten it back in a day and a half. So, but you have to do at least one 90-day check-in before you can use, supposedly, before you could use the online, on the online. The U.S. citizen and designated beneficiary on all those accounts, so she should be okay. Yeah, I would still, Kenny, I would still get a will. It probably will be cheap as hell, and I'm talking about a will here in Thailand. Um, I don't think it's gonna. When I do mine, I'll let you know what it's gonna cost. I don't think it's gonna be a lot. What are the watts for your sim gear? Is it 220 or are they using step down 110? It's 220, Logan. And I raced Daytona the other day and came in second. I was surprised. Bunch of good drivers too. That's why. It's the only good thing about moving up in iRacing is as you get up and accumulate all the stuff and get different drive licenses, all the people that you're driving and racing against are better. They're not so much donks that are gonna make stupid moves and stuff. I'm just looking at language translators. So how many know, especially for use in China? I'll show you the one that I've got. This is the one I've got, Andy. And it works really well. I don't know. Can you see the name? Fluent Talk? It wasn't horrible. What I liked about it is it's small. It's tiny. It's like the size of a small phone, and it works pretty well. A lot of people have gotten them and did them. I know that Johnny, There's Something Happening, did a review on it. Thailand Rob, 20 Seconds in Thailand, did a video on it. If you go on YouTube, you'll see a bunch of people that have done the experience, and the minimal use that I have works pretty good. Let's see. Sister Kid does the same. Plus, I have deliver a copy again on the first 90-day check-in every renewal. I didn't see what Ranjan said. On my annual renewal, they always want to see my. Oh yeah, and they want you to make a transaction, and plus I have to deliver a copy again on the first 90-day check-in every renewal. Really, that they don't do that here in Surin anyway. Not that I know of, not that I've experienced. Hey Jake, how you doing? Glad you could make it. My money will be divided amongst all the bar girls. Can I get in on a part of that? Somebody's got to be the administrator, right? Let's see. Mark, it's currently being done as we speak. What is this? Currently being done as we speak? What else? What's Brock saying? The voltage is 220, not watts. I think that was just a typo. No Alzheimer's with tinkering live streams, keeping them. Yeah, I got to. It scares me a lot. In case Joe got on a while back and said he was diagnosed with the early stages, and they said that's why he hasn't been in the live streams that much, because he kind of forgets. But I hope everything goes all right for him. It's just some. I saw my aunt. My aunt had it, and it was. I just wouldn't want to. I just wouldn't want it. I don't think. I guess we can't get everything that we want or don't want, right? Yeah, the or a step down converter. You could, I guess you could get a step down. That would be a transformer of some sort. Would probably work. But Yeah, I probably would be the same as selling it and just buying new stuff when you got here. That way you don't have to carry it with you either. Let's see, Dave. If you get Alzheimer's, you won't remember. Yeah. Now, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's the way it was with my aunt. God bless her, man. I miss her a lot. She was my favorite. My aunt Ange had 7 kids and 8, including me, because she basically stayed home with all the kids. My mother was a waitress, so went to work at 6 to 2 or 6 to 2:30, and she would drop me over. I thought my aunt and uncle were my mother and father for a long time. That's why I think I'm so close with my cousin Rich. We were 6 months apart, and um, the sorry, um, uh, but the only thing, thank God, with her, she remembered who I was. It was always, "Hey, David," you know. And I think I told you, "Is this your house?" "Yeah, that's my house." "Oh, it's a beautiful house." And 10 minutes later, "Dave, is this your house?" Hey, at least you know who I am. I love you. But just a tough thing. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Stuff behind. I put together a right outside the door here. I'm doing the finishing touches, see fishing rods and stuff. A solar powered kayak that I've been building for the past, I don't know, maybe month or so. I'm going to take it out next week and give it a trial. So we'll see. So I got a lot of stuff still hanging on the ground and stuff. I got to clean up. And I've got these crying down here. Mama took off. Those are 7 black lab puppies. She went outside. She can open the door. Can't close it, but she opens it. She opens it good. I think I could. Is this thing charged? Yeah, it is. I can unplug that now. So I don't have to listen to that fan going on and off. I'm charging the little lithium ion battery. He likes cleaning. Yeah, I do. I got a crap load of stuff from. I wonder. I ought to go back and see if there's a way to. There's probably a way on Lasada to see how much money I've actually spent with Lasada since I got here in Thailand. Oh, okay. I'm kind of call up bait and tackle. Yes, soon. I'm kind of hoping I'm gonna go. I want to go to that one. I really like that one that I met Kenny and some pit at in Sisaket, and I'll probably do that one as a trial solo trip, maybe. But the one here, hey, your babies are crying. Can you please give them something to drink? Huh? That's Mama. Can you say hi? Hmm? You a good girl. Go get your puppies. They want something to eat. No, she is. But what was I saying? Anyway, I'd be curious to find out how much money I've spent. A lot, I bet. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. I'm going to go and do the test deal. And I was just thinking the kids are coming on I think they're coming this Friday. And then they got to go back on the 11th for 2 days. They're having their closing thing at school. And then they'll be here till after Sokran. But I just wanted somebody to go with me, but I'll take the girls. They'll probably get a kick out of it. And I'll let them do, Sim's pretty good with the camera and let her do some shots with the mirrorless or maybe my full size camera. I can get a lot. I think she can get a lot closer, um, and let her do some stuff from shore. And they're smart enough to. Dave's drowning. Help! They can get me. They'll probably try to help me. But once I get that tested out, and then like I said, if I really like it, I'm ready. Hey, 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 Bear! No, Bear got in somehow. Well, and Brownie. Good girl. Okay. Yeah, she ain't digging that. She don't want to let Papa in to see. Um, I will. I will look into getting a trailer and a 13-foot another kayak. that I can actually pull behind. Or maybe if this one does well, I'll just put it on the trailer. But the reason that I got this one is because it only weighs 55 pounds or something. And I can manage to get that up on the top of the top of my truck. So, but we'll see. We'll see how stable it is and all that. If it isn't, then I'll get a trailer and get another one, and probably take most of this stuff off of this one and put it on whatever I get. But I think it'd be fun, man. I got 2 rods to troll with. I've got some trolling little Rapalas that I used to pull for same size as the ones, and some smaller. But I seen looking at just tilapia fishing around the world or whatever. Some people are out there crankbaits and stuff, and if they're hitting crankbaits, they'll hit one being trolled. And with this thing and with the solar panel, that 220 watt, I should have enough battery forever. So and with the 18-pound, the reason I like that 18-pound thrust motor too is it's light, so it's not adding a bunch more weight to the kayak. So I'm like I said, I'm over already. So we'll see. Let's see what's Logan saying, Dave. One of these for your daughter, save you. Okay, I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look what it is. Life buoys. Life buoy. What is it? A round one? Hey, she opened it. She moved them all back there, and now she's going to go out and try to beat the shit out of Bear, I guess. 40 kilo. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. It doesn't let me click in StreamYard, so I'll have to figure that out. But I don't know. It should be fun. I got off on a tangent, but I think originally I was talking, Chuck doing his golfing. You really need something to do over here. The racing's a cool thing to take a little bit of time, but I really enjoy fishing, and I haven't got a chance to do it much. We went sail fishing that one time, but I'd like to get out and see if I catch in the tilapia. I'll eat them, but I might not cook them. But I mean, I'll catch them, give them to somebody, pay them 100 baht or whatever to gut them, cook them, and deliver them to me. And that's what's good about the Sisaket and this one here in Surin too. But that Sisaket, I could go there with a tent and a car and camp there and get 3 square meals and water and soda and everything. Am I going to pay a little bit more for it? Yeah, a tiny bit, but not much. And I think I had the chicken wings there, and that Sisaket were excellent. I don't know why they were so good. That, and then I had lamu, and they made papaya salad once when my wife was there, and they'll make pretty much anything there. And they delivered. They had big bottles of Diet Coke or Coke Zero. So that's why it's getting very popular here in Thailand. As you saw that caravan deal, if you saw all the people that were there, I'm going to say 98% of them were Thai people, maybe more, maybe 99. I was probably one of the few white wrong faces that were walking around. So we'll see. You do a lot of community service. They worked on Gilligan's Island. Is that the round deals? Jake aside, yes. Need hobbies. I play golf 2 days a week and play 8 ball and 2. Yeah, just something, to get out. And like I said, with if I get this kayak and it works for me, I might not even need a trailer because it's right under 10 foot. I got to slide it in the back of my truck and see how it goes in there. I've got the wheels for it to get it out. I've got a thing that I haven't made yet to actually hitch up from the 125 to actually pull the kayak if I've got to move it further away to launch it. So I've got everything set. I just got to get out there and implement it and put it in. But even with it, with most of the stuff on it in the back of the truck, I still shouldn't have a problem sliding it off the tailgate and right onto the wheels and move it around to where I want to move it. Should be easy, but it'll be fun. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to do the video. Yeah, you guys have been great watching. I know a lot of people, aren't into that or whatever. You're watching it just cause, and I appreciate that just cause. And maybe I'll do another short one on the stuff that I finished. Like I said, I put these stainless steel into the 1/2 inch tees that are coming down, and then that's where my belts and stuff straps are connected. The 4 that are on the top of that are the ones that came with one of the Bimini tops that I bought. I bought 2 Bimini tops. We didn't use either one. Should have just made it myself like I did. It works perfect. It's perfect. I have it's on, let's see. It's on the app. It's the same app as it's not putting out no wattage or anything. It's hitting the panel. So it's the same one that I have in the trailer. The house should be pumping out some 2,000 watts, and we're using 2013 coming in on one system, and we're using 2004. It, like I said, it jumped up here. It's been pretty warm, although, like I said, it's showing rain. Yeah, let me get over there so I'm not questioning. Let's see. 35% chance tomorrow, 25 low, 35 high. And then Friday and Saturday, 50% rain. 21 for a low on Friday, 19 for a low on Saturday, and 30 for a high. So it is going to cool down a little bit here in Surin, but then I think we're going to get right into pushing into the hot time of the year. Like I said, a couple of days here, we've been pushing into the 40, and yeah, my cool time here in Thailand ran out real quick, but we'll see. What is this one? There's some very good ex-U.S. servicemen I play against. Obviously, a lot of spare time which we maneuver. The golfing. That's what my uncle. I think I told you about him. He was a chief petty officer, and he was stationed out of San Diego. And my aunt was the businesswoman, and she was the one. There was nothing pretty much. They made millions in San Diego just by stumbling into it. Uh, they bought land that had olive trees on it, and that's when San Diego, 45 years ago, started doing all their building and all their apartment buildings. And what did they want for landscaping? They wanted olive trees. So they sold all the olive trees. And the time that the olive trees were all gone off the big chunk of land that they owned in San Diego, it was worth multi-millions of dollars. They sold that. She was bored and started a answering service, and that she sold for $1 million when they left. But that's all my uncle did as a chief petty officer was pretty much golf every day, every day. I remember that. Oh, let's see. What do you guys about? Meet Black Hawk pilots yesterday. Really? Here for gold. Guys in the bar own ex-Marines here. What bar is it that you go to, Mark? Um, she back? Where'd she go? She went back out again. Oh no, she's here. What are you doing? Hey, there's nothing under there, baby. Go over and give you. They're hungry. Can you feed them, please? No. And she's being you. No, she's a good girl. You're a good mama. You don't want to let Bear see his boys and girls, huh? No, screw him. She's a good girl. Let's see. he's permanently here until they dangle some more money in front of him. Then he's gone. Bar's called Banchan Pizza Bar. Oh, cool. I have to get back over there again. I told some people I was going to come back and visit again. I need to. I feel better, in case anybody was wondering. uh, no problem breathing. I lost a few pounds. So let's see what this is. Come on, leave me alone. So I feel better. So we'll see. It's just this freaking numbness in the feet is worse than anything. Uh, it sucks to put everything on. I think I told you guys I got the 750 Shadow back. So I'm gonna probably do a video on that. I gotta get that on the road. I gotta do it some kind of a excuse me test ride on it. But it sounds good. Bought a brand new carburetor from the U.S. Had him put that on, rejet it. I think I'm gonna have to change the pipes. Something with the pipes. It's still got a little pop to it, but it's really strong. I'm really happy with the way the motor runs. But I'm gonna run straight pipes on it anyway. So let's see. Just switch back from Trump, but more interesting. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That's right. He's talking in something, isn't he? I forgot about that. But I'm only going to do an hour today, so it's been an hour and 3 minutes. uh, love or hate him, he's always entertaining. That's the yeah. That sums him up in a nutshell. What is he going to say next? What is he going to do next? But I don't know. You know, Trump, a man in a coma, or a cackling idiot? How do you say one's better than the other? I told a buddy of mine who hates Trump. I like Trump, just me. I don't have to deal with him. I don't live in the United States, but it's when he just. I think I told you about him before. He got in a fight with my mom on Facebook. My mom loved Trump, and I had to call him up on the phone. That's my mother. What are you doing? I know I get so revved up, and you guys just don't understand. Hey, here's the truth. Okay, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. I give a shit less. I don't live there, right? You could have run an ape instead of Hillary Clinton and probably beat Trump. Did the same. Are you is your party idiots? You run her and you expect to win? I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, I don't Democrat, Republican. I don't know. I just want somebody to do something right. But to call him that he's a Nazi and he's gonna do just if it happens, then hey, you can scream at me and say told you so, told you so. But the guy's trying to do everything that he said he was going to do. The only thing I wanted Biden to do was the one promise that he made was to give every person in Social Security a $200 a month raise forever. And it wasn't even so much for me. It was for people like my mom that only had $980 a month. How the hell is you supposed to live on $980 a month? It would have helped. Promised he was going to do it. Oh, you bet we're going to do it. Never did it. So, he might have done a million things. I don't care. He didn't do the one I wanted him to. And I would have voted for anybody that told me the gas is $1 a gallon. So I'm the wrong person to be political. I want things that help me. So we'll see. Highlights will be later. Davis now. Is Andy leaving? All right, Andy. Looking forward. I'm imagining you're doing great. Can't wait for the China videos. I'm imagining if you're coming over to China, you're going to probably stop by Thailand. I'm just guessing. But if you are, hopefully we can make it over and see you. But I think She just wants to get away from the puppies. I guess if I had someone sucking on my nipples, and I'd want to, well, I don't know, I might like it. I might want to get away and relax. And I guess that's what she wants to do. Tried to shove herself between there's this much room between the couch and the sliding glass door. She crammed herself in there a couple of times. How do I shut off that notification? I get notified. This on the other computer. I guess I could just shut that computer up. Yeah, I don't even know if that, I don't know what's true. I want to say, just both sides just help each other. And I've seen it both ways, man. Like I've said before, Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. One of them can come up with the best shit in the world for the people. And if it wasn't their side that brought it up, okay, no. What kind of shit is that? And it works both ways. I've seen it both ways. So you can't just say it was Republicans and can't just say it was Democrats. No one wants to help anybody. They don't want to help each other. Because if they help each other, they'll look good. God forbid. And the people would prosper. Oh, God forbid. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? But I don't know. They crucify him. He's trying to find people that are, stealing money and shit like that. And which I know nothing about government, and I know that people have been stealing for ever since I've been alive. You don't have to be a brain surgeon. How do these women like that A.O. Smith or whatever her name is? She was worth nothing, and then a couple of years, and obviously she's worth $16 million, and I have no idea. That's a figure that I pulled out of my head. She's worth millions of dollars? How? She makes $176,000 a year? How? I want to know. And that works both ways too. But does one steal more than the other? No. They're good and even at that. They're both going to steal as much as they possibly can. And they need somebody in there to police them. It's the way it goes. If I was getting millions of dollars in kickback and shit like that, would I be pissed at the other side for doing what they're doing? Sure. Would I try to throw as much shit in the way as I could? Sure. But it's both sides. One's not better than the other. They're both bad. So I don't know. It's hard to figure out. I'm glad I live in Thailand. Thank you very much. I got family there. My kids there. My grandkids are there. I feel for them. I just want the best thing for them. But people are not going to. I don't think they were wanting to give Biden a chance. I don't think Biden would have taken a chance. I don't think he knew what a chance was. Okay, sadly enough. But no one wants to help the other side. So we'll see now that the House and everything is on one side's control pretty much. We'll see what happens. Got to give somebody, he's been in power for 4 weeks, a month, and there's eggs aren't still cost this. It's been 4 freaking weeks. Come talk to me in 6 months. And if the shit doesn't at least look like it's heading to a better place, then I'll say, guess he's not doing what he said he was going to do. But until then, I'm going to try to say, hey, you want to crucify people from stealing from the government? Now, you're telling me the guy that paid $1 million for a toilet seat didn't know he was getting screwed? Come on. Half that money was going in his pocket, and the one he was with pocket in their pocket, and down the line. That's why it had to cost $1 million. Everybody wanted their piece. And the bolts in this bag, God knows what these plastic pieces here could go for. How do I sell shit to the government? Maybe that's how I can make some money. But, somebody in there trying to fry these people, hey, more power to you. Whether I agree with everything you say, no. But, hey, if you can fry them, fry them. No politics. Yeah, I know. You're right. It's one of my things too. But for the most part, to get back on track, thanks, Patty. The Sokran trip on the 12th, I think it's the 12th, should be fun. Also, the kayak will be going with us to there, and that's on the ocean. So I don't know. Like I said, if it's flat, I'll go out. I'm just not going to go out and get caught in anything. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm too old to be doing stupid shit. I did enough of that when I was younger. But we're going to take that with us. I'll even let the kids go out as long as they don't. Come on. Come on. Get out. Go with your puppies. Go with your puppies. I know. You don't want to. Let them, they could both fit in, even though it's a one-seater. They could probably both sit on each other's lap, and they'll have a lot of fun with that trolling motor and shit. But I'll do another little. Maybe I'll do a short or something on the finished part with the stainless steel tie downs and all that, because it's pretty much I'm going to say it's 99% done. I have to put 2 of these on the other side that I couldn't get to, and I got to put one more strap across the battery and the lunchbox. So 2 more straps, I guess. But on my super kayak, yeah, I could. I'd probably get a lot more than that. But yeah, it should be fun. So that's coming up, and then I got a good friend, my friend from when we were in 6th grade, I guess 5th grade, coming with his wife in the middle of March 20th. No, April. Sorry, April. Right after I get back from the family trip, 2 days later, I get back on the 20th. He flies in, I think, the 22nd. And then he's going to come here, spend a couple of days here, and he's going to be here for 10 days. And we're going to go to Koh Chang for 5 days, 6 days, and then over to Pattaya for the remaining 2 or 3 days, staying at a nice resort in Pattaya, and then I'll drive him over to the airport, and he'll go back home, and then I'll drive back home. Thanks, guys. Um, so because the plan, so I'm going to take off, drive my truck to Buriram, fly to Bangkok, meet him at his gate so he doesn't have any kind of nightmares. I'm hopefully going to get tickets before I go. Hopefully they're going to get here. They haven't gotten their airline tickets yet. I've already booked the hotels, but they haven't gotten their airline tickets. They're going to get them within the next day or two to arrive late or early anyway, so that I can to arrive early and to leave late, so that we can drive over and get. You got to transfer. I don't know if people know in here. They're going to fly into Suvarnabhumi. We got to go over to Damarang, and so we got to take a deal over there. Then we'll take a little flight back to Buriram, hop in my truck, come here for 2 days. I'll drive my truck to Koh Chang. We'll spend 6 days in Koh Chang, and then we'll drive my truck over to Pattaya and spend 3 days there, I think, and then I'll drive them back and drop them off at the airport, and then I'll probably stay the night or something, and then drive home. So it should be a fun trip. I won't do any filming. It'll be a dark week. And I just have fun, spend my time with my friends. So so that's pretty much it. So hopefully I'll do a little video and we'll get something out, because I haven't put anything out in a while, of the final little deal before we go put it in the water. And then we'll hopefully next week when the kids are here, I'll spend a day, go over to Surin, the Surin place here, put it in the water, do its little maiden voyage, get a bunch of readouts on how many amps it's pulling and what it's bringing in, and hopefully the rain doesn't start catching us, but that's okay. We'll figure something out. Thanks, Nikki. You're back, but he had to pee. See, it's been an hour. Let's see. Me too. When I was young, all my money on wine, women, tobacco. Yeah, you bet. You bet. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Just saw you there. You just realized D2 was here. He's here. But yeah, so I think I think I'm gonna end the video. Uh, that's pretty much it. There isn't a bunch of stuff happening. The dogs. Give you one last look. Nikki, did you get to see the dog? Where are you? Yeah. Let me see if I can get a better look because I know Nikki. Yeah. There she is with 7 black labs, all trying to get a little milk. She's a good mama. And now Brownie is sitting outside somewhere, and she's about ready to drop any second from the same dad. Bears the guilty party. Um, so I'll make sure she's taken care of. She chewed up a couple of things in here last night, but they are cute little. Well, they're getting big, man. There's one trying to crawl up her ass. That ain't gonna work, dude. But yeah, so I didn't really think about that either. Now coming to think of it, whoever comes here and stays at the house when we go to Sokran, they won't be. Will they be 40 days? 45 days? I guess they will. Is it 45 days from now until? No, close. So I guess what I'm saying is whoever comes, which is usually the cousin that is the caretaker at Uban, he usually comes and stays here and takes care of the animals, and he likes to drink his beer and watch the big screen TV and in air conditioning. It's his reward. Plus, we give him money. But yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my wife about that. Puppy cam. Yeah, I've got them all over. I just don't have a. I don't have a camera in here. I have one, two, three, four, five, six cameras here and 6 cameras in Ubon. Uh, and the ones in Ubon are better. I did them later. They're better than the ones here. But I would suggest to anybody. I know Kenny, if he's still here, he has them in in his place. But this is the this is the pond in Ubon off one of the cameras. It's really a good picture. You can't really see it very well, but it's an excellent picture. But yeah, definitely compare some electric line. Yeah, you're sick. Yeah, he is thin, man. Hey, Robert, how you doing? He is thin, especially in the flanks. I guess I call them flanks because of I'm a horse person. But yeah, he was a tired man when he definitely went in as a boy and came out of that week or so a full fledged man. Um, let's see, doing army. That's right. Are you at home or are you away? I think you're away, right? Yeah, come on, clicking the wrong button. But yeah, so that's basically the gist. So we got I've got 2 trips coming up in the next couple of months. The one that we'll probably be doing a lot of, I'll probably bring my laptop. I'll actually download videos from there, and I'll probably try to put a video out every day. Especially if we got the kayak and the kids and mom and dad throwing the net, and I'll have plenty of stuff to put out that I'll want to put out. And that's not probably not necessarily the best content for everybody in the world, but stuff that mom and dad can look at and the family can look at the kids and all that kind of stuff. But it is, I mean, some of the stuff, most of the stuff when I'm out involves my family here in Thailand. You're home for a month, cool. Let's see if you're close and you're not intoxicated. What's the countdown before I sign out here at an hour and a half or so? It's got to be. I know it's under 3 years. I think it's 2 years. I'm going to say 2 years, 10 months and something. I don't know. Maybe he'll do it. Hey, CJ, how you doing? But yeah, so that's it. So if I don't, I'll try to put out a little video on the final wrap of the 99% done kayak. And then next week, I'll take the kids with me. We'll get it strapped in the back of the truck, and we'll go over to Sarin Reservoir or whatever it is. I'm sure there's a name besides Sarin Reservoir, a real name, and get it in the water and see if it'll take my fat rear end and if if it'll move me around with the 18-pound thrust motor. I wasn't too far off. All right, 2 years, 7 months, 26 days. But you guys still going to try to come here in a couple of years, or I know things got mixed around back and forth because you were going to go back to, I think, to South Korea, if I'm not mistaken. I know it wasn't North Korea. I think you were. I think you were going to South Korea, and you were going to take Jamie with you, and I think that was going to correspond with the same time you guys were planning to come and check out Thailand. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. One time. That's a lie. But hopefully I'll get to meet you guys before I croak. And if I do, if I come back to the States, you never know. I might show up in Texas. You never tell. I know a lot of people are out that way. It all depends. When I go back, my wife wants to go. I've got to get the visa started. I don't think she's going to have a problem. Everybody that I've talked to said because she works for the government, she owns 3 houses, she owns 2 brand new cars and 10 motorcycles, and has 2 daughters, and that it shouldn't be a problem for her to get a visa. We just got to set it all up and do it, I guess. All right, Patty. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's always fun, but I'm gonna try to do these on so anybody knows. Wednesday mornings at 8 o'clock Thai time, and Saturday at 8 o'clock Thai time. Twice a week. I'm gonna try to do an hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, depends. If we're having fun, we'll go for whatever. The current plan is South Korea next year, and then trips to Thailand. It was originally next Christmas. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. No dying. Yeah, I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to try. Dave, are you going to? I don't know the name of it. I wish I knew the name of it. It was one my wife found. It is a campground, and it's about 10 minutes from here. And I know that there's a name of the reservoir. I just don't know it, but I will find out in case anybody's interested coming over and and watching the actual live me soaking my ass in the reservoir. I got the outriggers. I don't think the only thing I'm questioning about is how much free board I'm going to have. I mean, is the thing going to only be this high above the water? If that's the case, it isn't going to work. But with the outriggers and stuff, I know the stability is going to be there. That I'll feel, I should feel safe in it. Am I going to stand up? No. I got a solar panel above me. I got a fan there that's blowing on me. In fact, I left that on all night. I wonder it was showing a discharge. That little fan works pretty good. But I'll find out, and maybe in the next video or the next live stream, I will. If I find out before I do do the little one on the kayak, I'll put it in there too, for sure. All right, let's see. All right, we got everything done. We still got 9 people. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys aren't subscribed and you're watching this or watching a rerun or watching something and want to, I'd appreciate it. We keep losing subscribers, and I'm sure that's because of me. Maybe because I talk politics every once in a while that I try not to do. But we like to have fun. We don't like drama. and we can answer questions about Thailand, but we'll talk just about anything. So have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one.